Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a summery, orangey, bronzy, and glowy look. If you want to know how to get this look, then keep on watching. On a hot summer day, you always want to make sure that you are wearing a primer because you don't want your makeup sliding around. And I'm using BH Studio Pro Anti-Shine Primer. Then I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes and just making sure that eye makeup does not crease. Also, during the summertime, I really don't like to wear like full-on foundation, so I like to actually use my concealer as the foundation. So I just go ahead and put it under my eyes and around the areas where I have my sunspots, and I just blend it in with a beauty blender. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it with RCMA No Color Powder. And I actually go ahead and set my whole entire face because I do get a little bit oily in the summertime, so you want to make sure that everything's nice and set. I'm going to go ahead and actually spray my face with Smashbox 24-hour water primer, and this is just going to make sure that all my powders is just set in and nothing looks cakey or powdery. For this summertime, we always want to look bronzy, so I'm going to use Wet n Wild Fergie Collection. This is a Rose Gold Goddess. And I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up my whole entire face and just making sure I don't look a little pale as I do look right now. To give a little bit more color, I'm actually going to do a little contouring as well. I'm going to use a font from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. And I'm just doing a little bit right at the deepest hollow of my cheekbones. I'm going to take it up to my forehead just a little bit and also down to the jawline. Since it is summertime, we do want to be really glowy and just have a very bronzy but yet glowy looking skin. From the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I'm going to go ahead and use this very subtle highlight shade. I like to highlight my nose. And I'm also going to take this brush and just going to kind of highlight my whole entire face, but without it looking too glittery and too greasy mess shine. For our actual cheekbone highlight, I'm going to take this Wild and Radiant palette, and I'm going to dust that onto the high parts of my cheekbones. I'm going to actually take that up to the higher parts of my brow bone and create a C shape and bring it down to my apples of my cheeks as well. We definitely want to rose up our cheeks, so I'm going to go ahead and use the 10 color brush palette from BH Cosmetics. Just going to use this really bright pinkish color and dust that on to kind of into the highlight and into the contour. And if you ever get a little too carried away, just go ahead and use your powder brush and kind of tone everything down. Once again, I actually like to spray my face with a primer water and then kind of push all of the powders in and just making sure that nothing is cakey, nothing is sitting on top, but it's actually sinking into the skin and lasting all day long. So next up, we're going to do our eyes. I've already gone ahead and done my eyebrows. From the Xtinakova palette, I'm using this bone color to set the primer. This is just prepping our eyelids for the other colors to blend on top of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this peachy color from the Xtinakova palette. You can also go ahead and use Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek or any other similar colors you have. And you just want to make sure that that will be the highest color to the brow bone, and just making it, you don't have to make it so neat. You can go ahead and just dust it on, be a little bit sloppy with it, but you want to cover the whole entire area above your crease. And we're always making sure that everything nicely and blended. Using Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, I'm going to put this into the crease, and I'm going to focus this directly in the crease in the outer corner, and also bringing it in to the inner corner, really creating the depth. And depending on how dark you want your crease to be, you can go ahead and repeat the steps of applying more color on and also blending it out and making sure everything is nice and feathered. We're going to go ahead and actually use a brighter color, but this color is going to be in the crease a little bit, but we're going to keep it lower below the crease. This nice orangey color is from the BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes palette. With the same brush, I'm going to focus this color right below the crease, so right below the color we just applied, but also want to make sure that you're blending it with the color in the crease. Go ahead and bring that color down onto the lid, and you can go ahead and leave the center part of the lid pretty empty because we are going to go ahead and put another color on top. Since it is a little bit brighter color, you do want to make sure that the crease color and this bright color are very seemingly blended. And you can go ahead and build on to that color to achieve the perfect intensity that you want. Going back in with Cocoa Bear, I'm just going to make sure that the crease is a little bit darker than our lid color because our lid color is darker and brighter. So we want to make sure that everything is nicely and blended together. I'm also going to go ahead and wing it out just a little bit since we're not going to do a liner, but I do want to create an effect of a larger and a longer eye effect. As always with a fluffy blending brush, you want to make sure that everything is nicely and blended out. For the main lid color, I'm going to use Galaxy Chic for BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to use the color Venus. It's a really bright orangey color. To intensify any of my bake shadows, I really like to add a little bit setting spray on the brush, and this actually helps to adhere to your eyelid and also makes the color just pop. I'm mainly going to focus this color on the lid. I'm going to bring it right to the bottom of the crease, and we're going to go ahead with this orange color again and just blend everything out and making sure that the edge is nice and blended and creates a little bit of a gradient. Also, I'm going to put a little bit of that orange color into the outer part of our eye, kind of creating a little bit of a smoky gradient look. Sometimes when you blend a little bit too much, the color of the main lid kind of fades, so I'm going to go ahead and apply more of that intense orange color right in the center of the lid. Using Cocoa Bear, I'm going to smoke out the outer part and going to bring that in and making sure that everything is nice and blended. Also, whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to go ahead and smoke that out on the lower lash line, and that will be our base color. On a smaller, more precise brush, I'm going to pick up Frappe by Makeup Geek and actually intensify the lower lash line all the way through to the inner corner. With the same bright orange color, I'm going to intensify the lower lash line, and I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way out and kind of create a cat eye, and then taking a 231 Luxie brush, I'm going to go ahead and smoke that out. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and apply some lashes. These are Cara Wispy lashes from shopmissay.com. They're like $1. They're really great. The only thing that you don't really reuse them too much, but they're worth $1. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. This is Rimmel Scandalize Mascara, which I love. It's very volumizing and lengthening. If you guys want a tutorial on how to apply false lashes, I do have that. I will link it down below, and also you'll see a little tab pop up. Then I like to use a little bit more mascara to kind of add a little bit more volume to the bottom part of my lashes and make sure that my lashes are sticking to the fake lashes. Also a little bit of mascara for the lower lashes. I had a hard time trying to figure out what I wanted for the lips. This is BH Cosmetics lip cream in the color Charmed. I felt it was a little bit too pink. I tried to kind of tone it down with a nude color, but that didn't work out, so I went ahead to my trusty old ColourPop midi color, and on top of that I used a gloss by Victoria's Secret. Don't remember the color of it. Also, if you magically see a inner corner highlight pop up, that is because I totally forgot about it, and I added some inner corner highlight, and this is the highlight I used on my cheeks. And this is the final outcome. I really hope you like this bright orangey summery look. Let me know in the comments down below what are your go-to looks. Also, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.